Hey, how's it going, everybody? Dejan Paris here. Uh, Freedom Success Network, DS Domination. First things first, the beginning of every video, come over here to Facebook, add me on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Um, you know the drill. Today, we're going to be talking about how to use the Google spreadsheet to better, stay organized with where you are as far as profit and keeping up with your hot selling items. This will be a great tool to share in the future with your VA virtual assistant, so they can be able to keep track of your hot selling items to make sure that they're not out of stock, or the prices didn't change on you, so on and so forth. They can kind of keep the spreadsheet up to date in certain areas, so you can always take a look at it and see, okay, the price increase here, decrease here, so on and so forth. This spreadsheet, I mainly use this spreadsheet for Amazon sales, not so much eBay, but you can use this for eBay if you choose to. But just because Amazon is a lot faster, that's why I use it for Amazon, and also just to keep track of everything. And let's see. First thing you want to do is come over here. Let's see. Come over here. You see, if you can see this link right here, it says docs.google.com. You can just come straight here. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Let's see if I can just, it just brings up, is it going to open a specific doc, or is it just going to, all right. So it'll look something similar to this. And then you just come over here to the menu, and then you come down here to sheets. And then from sheets, it'll have something like this. Will come up, it'll just be green. And then you'll have the plus symbol here. And it'll bring up a brand new spreadsheet for you to use. So let's just assume that we did all that. And it'll look something like this. If this works properly, I can set this whole thing up in this video, and I can just share this with you so you can utilize it. And all you have to do is just kind of plug and play type thing. You won't have to set it all the way up. But if it doesn't work like that, at least you have this video here to kind of walk you through the process. First thing I do is I do it by month. So at the beginning of each month, I come up here to the top, and I might put the date, like since it's April, so I'll put 4/1/2015 up here in the first block. Let's make that a lot larger here. '24 looks good. Oh, wait a minute. Still want to make it smaller. All right, so now that you can see it, put that up there just to know what month I'm in, and what items were hot that month. In the first block right here, I put the link to the item. So for example, if we were using Amazon to ship an item, just to keep this, in the sake of, so everybody can be able to utilize this. I won't use any other sources. So I normally like to shorten my links. So, wait a minute. All right, I don't remember what's it called. There we go. Use Google Shortener. So I just come up here. As you can see, I have a bunch of different items up there that I utilize this shortener with. So for example, we were selling these little miniature Elmo spoons and forks. We just copy this link, because what you don't want is this big long link. You gotta copy and place it in this and this, and it just doesn't look all. Just to clean up a little bit. So shorten it up. And that'll be our first block right here. And put it in as a name, you put product link. And then I think I normally do quantity sold. Sold price. Fees. What else? Cost. Price. And way over here. This one. Profit. And way over here. Total profit. And we can make it look nice and all that good stuff later, but that's the basics. So for example, if we sold one of these spoons and it cost, well, wait a minute, where am I at? All right, here we go. So when you're selling on Amazon, you normally get an email that says you're selling on Amazon. So let me bring up an email here, and feel free to use the item. I really don't care. Enough money to go around for everybody. So let's see. I want to use something. Here we go. All right. So for example, we got this. Let's actually use the same example. All right, so scratch that whole Elmo spoon thing. Now, if we just sold this, we would get an email from Amazon that says, "Hey, congratulations, you just sold this item. You're awesome. Here's the breakdown of everything." And it starts right here where it's highlighted. So it shows what your price is, what you sold it for, $8.99. The shipping cost, which is $4.72. Shows the fees that were assessed from this transaction, $2.06. And it shows you the price plus shipping minus the fees is how much you get paid, $11.65. So what we want to do is pull out that handy dandy calc, una calculatrice. Bam. So in the back office of your Amazon account, it'll add this price up for you, but you can always bust out the calculator too. $8.99 plus shipping, which is $4.72. Bam. So bam. So 13 you're gonna put right here in the sold price. So you don't have to put another box for shipping and all that other stuff. You might as well just, combine them for the, combined total of the sold price. Fees, which is right here in this email as well, will be $2.06. Bam. Cost price, how much did you have to buy it from your supplier? $9.99. Oh, wait, wrong page. So $9.99. And profit. Now, with the beauty about spreadsheets is that you can put in equations and everything, so that way all you have to do is just plug in numbers and it'll calculate everything for you. So you're not having to add everything up, put everything in manually. So the only thing you have to manually put in is the actual figures, like the sold price, fees, cost price, so on and so forth. So the biggest thing is, well, how do I put these equations in? It's very, very simple. All we have to do is put an equal sign and the equation already starts. So what we want to do is our equation we wanted to be smart enough to know that if I sell this item again, so if I put a 2 or a 3 or a 4 here, that it, knows how to, add the sold price, well, the sold price minus the fees minus the cost price. We wanted to do all of that and know, give me the right profit, as far as how many times it got sold. So in order to do that, we're going to put a parentheses, starting that off with, we're going to say C4. It's going to highlight that box right there. So C4 minus D4 minus E4. Close the parentheses. Now we want to multiply that by B4. And it should multiply it like that, but I'm just going to put this little asterisk just in case. There we go. So now the equation is complete. Bam, there's our profit. So if we sell this awesome little helper broom set, and if we sell this little helper broom set, actually you guys can see how much how much profit I made off this item, because I actually sell this item quite a lot. I don't know how I'm trying to say that. Quite often. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. So I sell this item probably, as you can see, this item's #1. So I'm normally right here at $8.99. I just took it down because I got to fulfill a whole bunch of orders. So I don't feel like getting more orders. Look at that. That you guys want to get to that point where you just, getting too much money. I just don't feel like getting more money. Let me just process these. Don't worry, you're going to get there. So now when this item sells, all you have to do is just come up here and say, okay, I just sold 10 more. So you want to, so you already sold 1. You just sold 10 more. So you change your sold quantity to 11. Boom, it updates your profit. Now, with this total profit category, you want it to, so let's go find another item. So for example, use this one. So for example, if we were selling this item, we go through the process again, copy, put in this, shorten it up, make it look awesome, go back to the spreadsheet, we just sold 1. Now I'm going to make up some figures now because I don't sell this item, so I don't know how much, shipping and all that good stuff is. So for example, if it was, sold it for $25 even, fees were $3, and it cost me $22.49. Where's my 4 at? There it is. Bam, $22.49. Now, you might be thinking like, man, I gotta put in this long equation again. Oh, see, what is it? E equals MC squared, the parentheses, and all this other stuff. No, you do not. Since you already put the equation in this box, all you have to do now is just copy this box and paste it. Oh, you're losing money. Can't be losing money. So let's say we sold it for $30. Ah, nice profit. Now, this also will show you, will show you when you put this equation in, you put all the, all the different parameters in here. It will show you if you did lose money. It'll be in parentheses. So let's put that back. Bam. Well, not parentheses, but it'll have a negative. You don't want to see no negatives. So make sure the next time you sell that item, Let's see. Let's clean this up just a bit here. Let's make it pop a little bit. Not blue. Let's do. There we go. I like that. All right. Just bear with me. Fees. We're gonna make that red. Like, oh, we hate fees. Why you gotta charge us these fees? Profit. Oh yeah, we're gonna make that money green right there. And the total profit, we're gonna make that dark money green. All right. So now you can see kind of, you can adjust this, you can make it look awesome, so on and so forth, but this is just for show here. So let's change that back because we like to see profit. We don't like to see, So what we can do, we can make all of these, make sure that we, have the equation in all of these because you're going to be selling so much stuff and you're going to have so many hot items. Now, what qualifies as a hot item? I would put an item up here. I would put every item up here, honestly, because you want to know which items are selling and how often they're selling. And also you want to make sure that the items that are selling a lot, that you make sure you stay on them. Like, okay, I just sold this one. Let's go ahead and check and see, okay, the price is doing good, blah, blah, blah. And eventually, as your business grows, this actually, the sales and everything is going to outgrow you. So you're going to have to, well, you don't have to per se, but it's recommended that you hire, a virtual assistant to kind of, so you can focus on bigger and better things like, finding more items, branding your items, recruiting people, so on and so forth. Because time is money. So you don't want to be spending your time putting these spreadsheets together when you have 300 sales you got to process and all that good stuff. So it's all about time management, which David Cook is going to be going over on Tuesday. So definitely the link will be in the description when I finish, putting this video, cutting it and all that good stuff. It's also in the FSN group, should be pinned. So definitely make sure you register for that. I know David's going to go over a lot of this in the video, so I don't want to take too much of his shine from that. But yeah, so this spreadsheet is going to help you with the training that David's going to provide. So, all right, let's go over to total profit. This equation is extremely simple. All you have to do is just pretty much, put the equal sign. Put F4 plus F5, F6, so on and so forth, all the way down the list. And you'll get your total profit over here. Then you get to really see, you get to visually see, because with Amazon, you just see the money just piling up in that little, that little box on the right. You're like, man, that's a lot of money, but I don't know how much money is profit. But so doing this, making this spreadsheet, it'll pretty much put it in right there in your face. You can, check off your goals. Oh, I want to make, $300 this month on Amazon. Okay, bam, I just put everything in the spreadsheet. It's the end of the month. Okay, bam, I hit my goals. These are my hot selling items. So maybe I can, try to, find a better source for them so I can increase my profit margins, so on and so forth. You can have a snapshot of what what you're doing every month right here in front of you. So that's the benefit of using a spreadsheet. This one is pretty much complete. All you have to do is just the new month. Just put the month up there so you can keep track of the month, and you can keep the titles and everything up here, or you can make them you can redo them down here if you want, just so you can know, which category is which. So when you get like, to the next month, you way down here, you don't know, what's going on. So just pretty much just copy. You should be able just to copy this whole thing and just, paste it down here. Yep, it worked because I'm awesome. That's why it worked. So, when your month starts down here and you can't see nothing, just go ahead up there, copy it, bring it back down here, copy the equation for profit, and then just start plugging and playing everything. Copy the equation up here. Well, you wouldn't want to copy the, would you put it? Let me make sure. Oh yeah, it updates. Okay, good. All right, so yeah, copy the equation up here, bring it down here, paste it in. Same thing with this equation. Copy it, bring it down here to your next month, paste it, boom. You can show your VA this video so they'll know how to either create this spreadsheet for you or to how to update it and so on and so forth. That's up to you. But quick video, easy. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, add me on Facebook. You guys are awesome. Now let's go back over to Facebook. As I said that I would find you guys some items, maybe do a quick Q&A. Yeah. All right, so that's what I want you guys to do. Come over to Freedom Success Network, find this post, and let me know if you guys are here. I'm not talking to myself. That way I'll, cut the training off and we can go on listing spree, or if you guys have questions, we can answer questions for a little bit. My wife's getting her hair done, so I have some time. So I'll stay with you guys until she's done getting her hair done. So come on over here. Well, let me just go. Maybe it's not like a live feed, so I probably got to update my page here. So let's just go. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Your results may be scary. All right. Let's see if I can find it. All right. All right, perfect. So that's all I needed. Tina, we about to do it. So I'll come back to this page, whoever commented saying something, I'm here, let's do it. I got questions, so on and so forth. I'll shoot you the link to the next, little training session we're gonna have. And yeah, I'll be right back.